Peggy for cropstop.com, and I just want to show you how you can use your On the Edge die cuts a different way. A few weeks ago I did one showing you all the different ways you can use it to make cards, and then I mentioned at the very end I was going to show you how to make stamps. Well, today is that day. Let me just show you. This is the one that's called, what is this one called? Twigs, makes sense. And there is my stamp. Can you see that? It's on a piece of acrylic, and this is what it looks like when I stamp it. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm going to show you some of the things we're going to use. I'm going to be using some of the score tape, and I'm going to be using some fun foam that you can get at any old craft store somewhere. And of course we're going to be using a lot of the different die cuts from Tim Holtz, his alterations, a little bit of distress ink just to show you how that works, and embossing powder. Oh, just so much stuff. Let me clear this off and we'll get started. Okay, I just want to show you what I've gone ahead and done. I've already made stamps with this one called the scroll work, so that I have them right together. That's how I'm going to store them. I've done one for the pennants. This one was pretty cool because it actually gave me two different stamps. So 2 for 1, not a bad deal. And as I mentioned before, my all-time favorite, the snowflake. Oh my goodness. Let me just show you real quick what I did with it. I took just a regular old tag, a hunk out of a dictionary, because this was one that, you know, it's got little pages in it. It was perfect. And I used a little bit of Claudine Hellmuth's matte. Let me see, let me reach over. I hate to get myself in the camera there. I used this, the multimedia matte, to adhere that on there. Quickly stamped it using my stamp, Versamark, embossed it with clear embossing, went over it with a heat gun, took a little bit of, let's see, distress inks. Yeah, I used my distress inks on there. Look at that. So that's that stamp. Is that like too stinking cool? One of my favorites. So what I want to mainly show you today is how you go about making your stamp. I haven't made one yet for the On the Edge for the Townscape, which is one of my favorites, so I'm going to do that. So the first thing you do is going to get yourself a piece of the fun foam. Doesn't matter what color. I picked black because that's what I had. I laid my die cut on my piece of fun foam, took a white marker, and just drew around it like so. Then I took my Tim Holtz scissors, or you could use your paper trimmer, whatever you want to use. Quick cut it out. And then I got some of the score tape. This is really perfect because it's the 6x6 sheets. So all I had to do was really kind of cut it in half, measured it and cut it in half. And then you get a piece that looks like that. Pretty stinking simple. Oh, I guess I'll have to trim it down a little bit. That piece might have been too big. So you're going to use score tape. It is awesome for a lot of other things, of course, but it works beautifully on this. Then I adhere the score tape on my piece of fun foam. Alright, you with me so far? Then I'm going to bring in my Cuddle Bug. Now, I'm going to die cut just like I would any other time with a die cut. The die cut takes the place of my A plate. So I'm going to put my adhesive there, a B plate, another B plate. Let's get that in the center because that gives you a little bit better pressure. And let's run her through the Cuddle Bug. Oh, wait a minute, I don't got it straight. It moved on me. There we go. There we go. And voila. Then all I'm going to do is just to pull it apart. And then I took my scissors, right on the edge here is like a little place, where an indent where you can cut. So that got that side. And I cut it that side. Throw that piece aside. And then you're going to have to go through and pick out all of your little windows. They're pretty easy to come out of there. So let me pick those out and then we'll go to our next step. I went ahead now and took out all the little windows there. The next step is really easy. I'm just going to separate the paper off of the back. Let me turn this over and get a good grip at it. And then, I don't know if you can see this or not, it's a piece of acrylic. What this actually is the container that these die cuts come in. I cut it down to be my stamp plate or acrylic, whatever you want to call it. Make sure I don't have any flicks on there. And then I'm simply going to adhere it as straight as I can get it. And there is my stamp. Is that like too stinking cool? This is what it looks like when it's die cut. Let me just turn, well, you know what, let's just put it right on there. Let me stamp this up and show you what it looks like when you stamp with it. I'll just use this color. I'm just going to use a little distress ink. Just ink it up. Now I would recommend, and I've done this before, that you want to use the stamping mat because I'm going to get a better, oh, what's the word I want to use there? You know, they're going to just be better. I can't think of the word I want to use. I'll make sure I get ink on the whole thing. You know, I like to tap extra. And pick it up. Put our mat there. Flip that over. I'll just use the bottom of this because I'm going to be trimming it off anyway. Place it on there like so. And press down. I just love when I can get something and do more than they say you can do with it in the beginning. I just love to get multi-purpose things. Woohoo! Would you look at that? Is that like too stinking cool? Oh my gosh. I can't wait to make a card out of that. Well, there you are. Now, wasn't that really simple? Fun foam, score pal tape. Is that what it was called? Score pal tape? Is that right? Did I say that right? What do they really call it? It's just called score tape. I guess I keep thinking about score pal, but it's score tape. It comes, oh, it's by Score Pal. That's where I got it. There's different sizes. Now remember, folks, everything that I use on my videos, you can get at cropstop.com. So make sure you run over there and grab yourself some score tape. Don't forget to get these awesome dies. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. Here's, I stamped there. Distress ink, Memento ink. There you are. Make sure you stop over there and tell them Peggy sent you. Have a great day. Bye.